Let me tell you why a Christian such as myself would celebrate Hanukkah. Hanukkah is a good time to discuss the sanctuary doctrine and how God used the sanctuary service in the Old Testament to teach the gospel to the Israelites. But in this video, I'm not going to focus on that. That's a subject for another video. In this video, I'm going to take a look at another way that Christians can celebrate Hanukkah. Let's look at the verse in Romans 12:2. It says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that is good and acceptable and perfect to the will of God." If you know the story of Hanukkah, the Jewish people were being heavily influenced by the Greek culture. Hanukkah happened, the story happened between the end of the Old Testament and the beginning of the New Testament, about 160 years before Jesus was born. The Jews were being heavily influenced by the Greeks, taking on their culture and abandoning a lot of their Jewish beliefs. And so Hanukkah is a time that Jews in present day, they remind themselves to be proud of their Jewish heritage and not to take on the culture around them. And the message is very much applicable to Christians as well. And that is what Paul was talking about here in Romans chapter 12. The world will change us. You know, we know that there's a culture war, so to speak. I say war in quotation marks there, but we're influenced by worldly music and worldly entertainment, and we are pulled to compromise the Sabbath day and do things, abandon our family worship and prayer and meditation. And, the devil's always looking at ways to keep us busy so that we don't have time for God. And Hanukkah is a time to think about, hey, how can I make little reforms in my life that take out part of what the world has taken of me and give more to God? So that's one way Hanukkah can be celebrated, is to ask, can I do family worship more often, or can I do a daily meditation more often? Should I spend more time in prayer? Are there Sabbath activities that I should start incorporating into my Sabbath observance? Ellen G. White, she wrote something. Ellen G. White was one of the founders of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and she lived in the late 1800s, mid to late 1800s, died in 1915. She wrote, "The mark of the beast will be urged upon us. Those who have step by step yielded to worldly demands and conformed to worldly customs will not find it a hard matter to yield to the powers that be, rather than subject themselves to derision, insult, threatened imprisonment, and death. The contest is between the commandments of God and the commandments of men." This is also a theme that goes very well with Hanukkah, and that is the end times. As the world influences us more and more, we are prepared more and more to accept the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast, if we study Revelation closely, we will see that whatever the mark of the beast is, and I don't want to get into that study in this video, the mark of the beast will violate the commandments of God, because in Revelation it distinguishes the group of people that do not receive the mark of the beast as a group of people that are obeying the commandments of God. So obviously the mark of the beast is a violation of the commandments of God. And Hanukkah is one of those holidays that teaches us to dedicate ourselves more and more to God. And a fun part of Hanukkah too is that, because the miracle of Hanukkah was that the lampstand burned for 8 days with only a 1-day supply of oil. And so one of the ways we celebrate in a festive way Hanukkah is we eat fatty foods like donuts, and for those of us that are very health conscious, this is kind of a excuse that once a year we can eat kind of some unhealthy food, at least in moderation. And because the Jews won some self government as a result of Hanukkah. Jews today often eat chocolate coins, and the coins represent, that they were no longer having to pay taxes to Greece, and they were self-governing, at least for a short time before they were taken over by the Romans. And so Jews today, when they celebrate Hanukkah, they often eat fatty foods like donuts and eat chocolate coins. And so it is kind of one of those fun holidays, kind of like Easter, but there is some religious significance behind it. Hanukkah falls between Thanksgiving and Christmas. It is a festive time. All the stores are decorated, streets are decorated, holiday music is playing. It is a wonderful time for us to take advantage of this holiday. 8 nights of Thanksgiving-like meals. The family can sit around the table and talk about things like not being part of the world and what it means to be a Christian in society today. Or we can talk about the significance of the heavenly sanctuary and how that applies to us. Or we can talk about the end times and getting ready for Jesus to come and the miracles that Jesus did. It's just a great opportunity for Christians to celebrate. And it doesn't have to be thought of as just a Jewish holiday. My friends, if you've watched this video and you like this, would you like this if you're on YouTube? And if you like my channel, consider subscribing to my channel, and you'll see other videos with thoughts similar to this that make you think of things that perhaps you weren't thinking of. God bless you.